Hello, just a quick little video. We're still over there in Lancashire. There we go, look. Lovely countryside. I've really enjoyed it here. I've got my RV here. There's my truck, my RV. And the landowner here, I'm just got a little job to do. And look what he's got. He's got a 1976 backhoe. And he's going to let me have a go. This is just a quick reminder. 84% of people watching this channel are not subscribed. If you like the content, you like the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel to grow and it motivates us to keep putting time and effort and fuel into making these videos. Every subscription makes a big difference. So it's not a bad old thing. If you've ever driven past a building site or a construction site in England in the 60s and 70s, chances are you'll have spotted one of these beauties in action. It was a true legend on the job site, apparently. Right, I'm in. Whew. You got no doors, you got to climb right through the window. Little bit different to the old grey cab. I mean, my grey cab feels like a new one. Yeah. We're gonna hood cleaner. Alright. So we'll stick the key in. There's no dash lights, is there?
Nothing's connected up on this, apart from alternator. You got to turn key back so it doesn't run flat.
That's it. Well.
You might not have all the fancy tech you get on today's models, but don't let that fool you. The 3C was a game changer when it rolled out in the 1960s, and it deserves a spot in machinery history. First up, let's talk about the iconic yellow paint. You just know it means business, and the reason why JCB started painting their equipment in yellow was so they were more noticeable, so they were safer on the job site. Under the hood, you got a Leyland engine. JCB used Leyland before they used Perkins. Perkins became a popular engine in the 3CXs right up until the 2000s. I forget when Caterpillar bought Perkins, and Perkins were then badged as a Caterpillar engine, but both proved to be quite reliable and decent engines. Climb into the cab and you'll notice, yeah, it's basic, but everything you need to get the job done. No plastic nonsense, just pure mechanical goodness. However, it does demand a little bit of muscle and patience. The 3C isn't just a digger, it's a bit of British engineering heritage. It's simple, it's sturdy, and it's open for the challenge. If you ever get a chance to drive one or operate one, don't pass it up. Have a go, you just might like it. I plan to film a little bit more with the 3C, but my camera battery died, or the memory got filled up, and we did miss a few little extra bits, and I just wanted to capture as much to get a real sense of what it's like to operate the old 3Cs. To be honest, it felt slow, it felt old compared to the 3CX, and it just didn't have that. It didn't want to work with you, if you know what I mean. You couldn't just flick the bucket around and move it about like you can with the 3CX with the 88 model. You can move it about on the ground pretty quickly. No different to a modern 3CX. That's one thing I did notice. Yeah, it wasn't exactly a fight, but it wasn't easy either. It's just a whole different world to the later 3CX models. They're really progressed a hell of a lot. Even getting in and out of the cab, you got a door like on the 88 model. You know, you got a door, you got steps, good access points. You can get in and out pretty quickly if you need to, which sometimes you do. I'm not sure if I'd ever really get along with a 3C. Maybe a slightly newer one or a better kept one would be a different experience. But they're just too old, too slow, and to have one in everyday work, like I use my grey cab, I just don't think it would keep up. Like, having said that, I have seen a good number of photographs from the 70s of construction sites and road building projects, and a lot did have 3Cs on the job site. You'd have a 3C there working on large scale construction sites. So obviously they were very good at the time, and they probably did a lot of work. But compare that to today's backhoes, well, they obviously earned their place in history. But for me, I'm happy with the grey cab. It's still old, and it's still simple and easy to get along with, but it feels modern enough to keep up with today's backhoes out on the job site. I know a lot of you out there watching my channel, you may own a 3C, you may be passionate about the 3C, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you still work with one? What do you think? Maybe I just got a bad experience. Well, not really a bad experience, but maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Leave a message. Tell me about your 3C experiences compared to a later 3CX. I also want to, before I leave, just to put a big thanks out to Rob. He was the owner of the 3C. It was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. So, big thumbs up to Rob. That's it for this time. We'll see you again. Look after yourself, be good, and enjoy our content. Thanks.